Hi, this is Ed from Exotic Blanks. It's been a long time, but it's time for another video. From time to time, we get emails about questions that people have about different materials that we sell. So the purpose of this video is to highlight a little bit about the new Stars blank. The Stars blank has changed. It was an acrylic acetate, and more recently the manufacturers are using a different kind of a material that you can look at the outside of the blank and see that it chips a little bit on the cutting of it when they make it into a square. So obviously it's going to be a little more difficult to turn than your normal acrylic acetate. So let's go about turning it and see what we can learn. As you can see, doing the drilling, there's nothing special about it. It drills pretty reasonably well. And when we get finished and turn it to the other end, you can see that there's no chip out on the exit to the hole. So it's not a very difficult material to deal with, but it is a little more difficult than acrylic acetate. So let's continue, and perhaps you get some idea of how to approach the material more easily. As I've said, you can see the chips on this still picture of the blank. That's from the saw that cut them into square pieces. So if you see that, you know that it's going to have a little bit of a tendency to chip out. So you have to be prepared for that. So I have mounted the blank between centers, frankly because I couldn't find any bushings for the moment. So I put it between centers, and I'm just taking very easy cuts. I'll let you listen to some of this. It's more helpful if you can actually hear the cutting, I think. Well, we took a different approach on this one. Be interested in knowing what you think of it. Either indicate that you like it, or in the comments, please let me know what you think. As you could tell, I did a whole lot less talking and let the lathe talk a little bit. I think you can learn a lot from listening to how your tool sounds on the material. And if you hear scratchy sounds, that means that you're probably creating pits in the blank. That's not a good thing. If you hear those sounds, one thing you can try doing is tightening your tailstock a little. It usually is brought on by some kind of vibration. So that's another possibility. Hopefully you gain something from this. And again, I'm very interested in feedback on it. Thank you for watching. And this is Ed from Exotic Blanks. Have a good time. Turn well.